ESPN's presentation of CFA College Football is brought to you by Pep Boys. For quality parts, accessories, and service, come to Pep Boys, America's Automotive Supercenter. And by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're looking at a live shot of the tunnel coming out of the Florida State locker room. And what is happening, 14 seniors are being introduced for their final time here at Doak Campbell Stadium as they face off against North Carolina State. Charlie Ward is about to be introduced, and in fact we will hold it and kind of stretch out here just a little bit and listen to this ovation, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight, it's the number 2 ranked Florida State Seminoles playing host to North Carolina State. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to CFA Primetime here on ESPN. It is senior night, a very special evening here in Tallahassee. But maybe even more special because, wow, what a day it's been in college football. By now you know the top-ranked Notre Dame has fallen.
5 seconds left. David Gordon, who missed the 40-yard field goal against Northwestern week 2, makes the 41-yarder today for Tom Coughlin. What a high moment for BC. Folks, they took down the goalpost at Alumni Stadium up at Chestnut Hill, even though the team was on the road. Quite a celebration. Notre Dame's 17-game win streak.
It was only 1 week ago today that they defeated the same Florida State team. So you're able to conjure up all kind of thoughts. If the emotion-packed game of last week against Florida State affected Notre Dame today, are the Seminoles going to be free from a hangover as well? Listen to what head coach Bobby Bowden told us yesterday about last week's contest.
Notre Dame's got to be careful this week. I mean, they're in a good upset position, you know, and we're in a good upset position because we both gave 100% in that football game. It was a 60-minute football game, you know, and so you've expended so much.
So Bobby Bowden yesterday, he was very prophetic on one thing. He's probably hoping he is not on the second game. Mike Godfrey joins me as usual. What was the reaction here at the stadium, Mike, when that game ended today?
Well, both teams were affected, Ron, because Florida State was in the locker room. They were just arriving to start dressing for tonight's game. They were watching the game with the coaches on the TV, and when the field goal was kicked by Boston College, they just let out a roar because now they think they're number 1 again. And tonight the coaches have just cautioned them to say, we want to come out here and score a lot of points, but yet the most important thing is let's execute. On the other side of the field for North Carolina State, they wouldn't leave their hotel rooms until the final play when the kick was made. They let out a roar. They said, hey, if Boston College can go to Notre Dame and win, we can win here. So both teams will be excited tonight, but North Carolina State's going to have to play an error-free ball game to beat this Florida State team.
Let's go down to the field. Adrian Karsten, let's check in with you. What's happening down there?
Well, Ron, lots of excitement, obviously, as Chief Osceola comes right down the field and plants that spear. Florida State linebacker Derek Brooks tells me tonight he's out here to prove something, simply that he is the best linebacker in college football. Against the Seminoles' first 4 opponents, he scored more points by himself than those 4 teams combined. Then he injured his shoulder. Then he injured his neck. Now he's nursing an ankle that he sprained up in the Notre Dame game. Depending on how long and how well he plays tonight, Ron, that Wolfpack offense could take advantage of a defense that's looking for some leadership. Behind the bench with NC State, Dr. Jerry Punch.
Thank you very much, Adrian, and hello, everyone. You know, in 1983, the late Jim Valvano led an undersized, overachieving Wolfpack basketball team to a national championship. That team was nicknamed the Cardiac Pack due to their propensity for near heart-stopping second-half comebacks and last-second heroics. Well, in 1993, the Cardiac Pack is back, but this time it's the football team. In 6 of their last 7 games, they have had incredible second-half comebacks. In fact, they have scored 105 points in the 4th quarter alone. Now, if you ask the Wolfpack coaches, how do you do it? They say the answer is quite simple. That Jim Valvano's words still ring true to form. You don't give up. You don't ever give up. Ron?
Okay, Dr. Punch, we look forward to hearing from you. Mike O'Kane, 7-3. What an outstanding job he has done for the Wolfpack in his opening year. And Adrian, we'll be looking forward to hearing from you on the Florida State side of the field tonight as, of course, Bobby Bowden, look at the numbers on him. 163, 46-3. and a winning percentage of 77, almost 78%. And what you have to understand is a goodly part of those numbers, Mike Gottfried, came on the road, because when you're starting a program, as he had to do it here at Florida State, you don't get a lot of folks to come to your backyard and play.
You don't, Ron, but I'll tell you, I brought teams into this stadium. This is the loudest stadium in the country as far as I'm concerned. Tough place to bring a football team in and win. Crowd is very much a part of this home field atmosphere.
And they are revved up tonight. Bounding at the 2 and down to the 1 yard line, and it will go into the end zone. So Florida State